Hi, welcome to Knits Up. I'm Mindy, your hostess, otherwise known as Knitter CNY. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Knitter CNY. Welcome back if you're coming back to me, and also welcome if you're a new person who's watching the podcast and you're wondering, who is this lady who's talking to me? My name is Mindy. I go by Knitter CNY, which is for Central New York. I live in the upstate region of New York in Syracuse, New York, and I've lived here all my life. That's why I took it as part of my name. And I've also been knitting for about 31, 32 years, and I've been crocheting for just as long, maybe a year or two longer. So I don't know everything, but I like to think that I pick projects that most people could do. I don't go for fancy, over-the-top stuff. I don't use a lot of designer hand-dyed yarn, but I like color. I like socks. We're going to talk about socks this episode because I'm doing something really special, which is for January. If you have unfinished sock pairs or unfinished socks, will you join me for January? And we're going to sock it to January. Sock it to January. And you can show your support for that or show your participation on Instagram by using the hashtag KU for Knits Up Sock Jan. So KU Sock Jan. And then I can see your progress. I just started using that hashtag the other day. I think I have 2 posts that have that. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on. I have 1 finished object this week. Well, 2 finished objects because they're a pair. And these are Lion Brand Mani-pedi is the yarn. The colorway is called Mittens. They're fraternal socks. They are not identical. And one of them I had to redo the toe in this one because, like a fool, on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day I decided, I'm just gonna make the toe and it'll match the other one. Sure it did. Not quite. This one's a little pointier, but that'll come out in the wash. The yarn is thin. I like Patons Kroy a whole lot better for socks. And I have had 5 pairs of socks that I'm working on. So I figured that I better show you what I am working on because that's what I'm going to be working on for the next month. So this one, I had probably this much done. Probably that much done. And the toes were done on 2.25 millimeter needles. It's a toe up sock if you hadn't guessed. And I'm just knitting a tube right now, and then I'll go in and I'll do an afterthought heel. An afterthought heel is where you cut along, you cut one thread and you pull out a whole bunch of threads, 32 on top, 32 on bottom. You do heel out and do decreases, and that's your heel. So I've got some cream colored, I think they call the color muslin for that. And then once this tube gets done, then I have to knit the other tube, which is here, which is my other toe. And again, these will not be identical, but they'll be fraternal socks. And I'm using 2.5 millimeter needles. These are Knitter's Pride Zings or Knit Pro Zings. I bought these off of yarnlane.com. The next pair of socks after that will be Berocco Sox. And Berocco Sox is 75% and 75% wool and 25% nylon. This colorway is 1472. I bought it off of let's see, where did I buy it? I bought it from Facebook Marketplace, and it's sort of a Halloween colorway, so that's how long ago I started these. And I'm using Addy Squared, extra long, the flexible flyers, or the Crazy Trio, I think they call them, Crazy Trio. And they're 3 needles. You have 1 working needle and then 2 needles that are holding the 2 halves of the sock. And if you've never seen these, they look like this. They look like a weird combination of double point needles, and then there's a little cable there that connects them. So they're flexible double point needles. These ones are extra long. I don't know that I would get the extra long ones again, but it works. So I've got this to work on next after the Patons. And then I have this, which is Magic Stripes. Also, those ones are 2.5 millimeter needles. This one is a 3.25 millimeter needle. I think it's a US size 3. And this is Magic Stripes from Lion Brand. This is a very old discontinued yarn. This colorway is 207, which is Regatta Blue Stripe. I have another skein of this as well, but this will make 2 socks. This is 100 grams, I believe. Apparently I might rip this back a little bit and just go to here with the ribbing and then just do plain stockinette, because I don't want to do ribbing all the way down. It's going to kill my wrists. And I'm using, this is a pony needle, Pony, from Michaels. That again is 3.25 millimeter, and it's like a 9-inch needle. It works okay. It kind of drags on the plastic, but that's okay. And then the other one that I'm working on is a weird little sock. It's a weird sock. It looks like this. Very rustic. And this is Russian wool. The brand is Pahorka warm socks. And then it comes with a small thing of polyamide for the toes. I'm probably just going to use it for toes. It's 100% polyester, and it's really rustic. And I got 2 skeins of that and the reinforcing yarn for $10 on Amazon. I don't know how well these are going to hold up because this is wool, but that's okay. It was one of those things I bought and just thought, hey, that'll be nice for warm bed socks kind of a thing. And then the last thing that I have is something that you saw last week. This is West Yorkshire Spinners Vintage Tinsel. And it's the same place it was that week because I've been working on the Mani-pedi socks that I actually got done, and the Patons Kroy sock. So that's what I've been working on. The only thing that I've bought this week is something to go with something else I already have. I have 2 of these. Sorry for the noise. This is Bernat Baby Blanket in Brown Bear is the colorway. So it's a sort of grayish brown. It's a weird color. And so Joann's had a sale, and it was, instead of paying $10.99 a skein for Bernat Baby Blanket, they had them on sale for $6.99. So I bought 2 skeins of the Little Sandcastles colorway. I've used this before for a blanket, but it matches pretty well with this one. So I'm going to make a blanket with that. I'm probably going to do something like a granny square blanket because I think that they'll work well together. That's a blanket for the boyfriend. He will be happy no matter what color it is, he told me. But I thought that was better than something bright and not girly colors, but more pastel colors. Some guys like pastel colors, some guys don't, but I figure neutral is best for everybody. It works well for a unisex blanket. It works well for home decor rather than something super bright. Like this kind of color, as it all falls on me. This kind of color would be okay for a teenager of any persuasion, no matter what kind of pronouns you use. I like these colors. They're my colors. So I'm probably going to make a blanket like this for me. So I'm keeping that. And then I have a turquoise color that would make a really nice blanket for a guy or a girl or whatever pronouns you use. Because that's what I do. Here's some more sock yarn, by the way. This may be a prize. I'm not sure yet. We may do a giveaway at the end of the month. We got to see how much participation we get in the Sock It To Me for January. So far, I have one person who was like, yeah, I've got to knit some socks. I'll participate. What I'm going to say is I'm not announcing a giveaway yet, but at some point I might. So I'm hoping that you will participate, not because you want to get something, but because you think it's a good idea to knit or crochet socks or weave socks, whatever you want to do. If you want to spin some yarn for socks, that would be awesome too. I'd love to see if you have spun some yarn for socks or sock yarn that you've bought. However you want to participate in Sock It to January. I think all of those ideas sound really good. But like I said, I may or may not do a giveaway. It depends on how this goes. I may just do a giveaway for the hell of it at the end of the month, and it won't matter whether you participated or not, but I would like to see you participate. I am babbling right at this moment, so we're going to stop. And like I said, I am KnitterCNY, so follow me on Instagram. If you haven't already, please subscribe below and hit that notification bell. I have 186 subscribers right now. I would like to make it to 200. So that's 14 people. I think we can do it. And my goddaughter, who is my social media director, would tell you that at the end of the month, or whenever I hit 200 subscribers, she gets paid $5. So that was the deal that I made with her. She got paid $2, which was her thing when I hit 100 subscribers. That was her conditioning, and I said, okay, I can do that. She took good pictures of me last year. I've got to have her take some updated pictures of me because it's been a year since we took those. And I'd like to get some new pictures because I have much better camera on my phone now. So if you tell me what you're looking for in this channel, if you can comment below what you'd like to see, what you wouldn't like to see, if you're participating in Sock It to January. The idea is just to finish some socks or buy some sock yarn or think about sock knitting or sock crocheting, sock weaving, whatever your little desire is. Whether it's you got socks and you started them and you really don't like them and you want to rip them out and give the yarn to somebody else. You can do that too. We're equal opportunity around here. So again, I am KnitterCNY, and please subscribe and like this video. It'll bring up more content for you. Thank you.